United States. In 2021, 17 states passed laws and resolutions concerning cryptocurrency regulation. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) is considering what steps to take. On July 8, 2021, Senator Elizabeth Warren, part of the Senate Banking Committee, wrote to the chairman of the SEC and demanded answers on cryptocurrency regulation due to the increase in cryptocurrency exchange use and the danger this posed to consumers. On August 5, 2021, SEC Chairman Gary Gensler responded to Senator Elizabeth Warren's letter regarding cryptocurrency regulation and called for legislation focused on crypto trading, lending, and DeFi platforms, because of how vulnerable the investors could be when they traded on crypto trading platforms without a broker. He also argued that many tokens in the crypto market may be unregistered securities without required disclosures or market oversight. Additionally, Gensler did not hold back in his criticism of stablecoins. These tokens, which are pegged to the value of fiat currencies, may allow individuals to bypass important public policy goals related to traditional banking and financial systems, such as anti-money laundering, tax compliance, and sanctions. On October 19, 2021, the first Bitcoin-linked exchange-traded fund, ETF, from ProShares started trading on the NYSE under the ticker BITO. ProShares CEO Michael L. Sapir said the ETF would expose Bitcoin to a wider range of investors without the hassle of setting up accounts with cryptocurrency providers. Ian Balina, the CEO of Token Metrics, stated that the approval of the BITO ETF by the SEC was a significant endorsement for the crypto industry because many regulators globally were not in favor of crypto, as well as the hesitance to accept crypto from retail investors. This event would eventually open more opportunities for new capital and new people in this space. The United States Department of the Treasury, on May 20, 2021, announced that it would require any transfer worth $10,000 or more to be reported to the Internal Revenue Service, since cryptocurrency already posed a problem where illegal activity like tax evasion was facilitated broadly. This release from the IRS was a part of efforts to promote better compliance and consider more severe penalties for tax evaders. On February 17, 2022, the Justice Department named Eun-Young Choi as the first director of a national cryptocurrency enforcement team to aid in identification of and dealing with misuse of cryptocurrencies and other digital assets. The Biden administration faced a dilemma as it tried to develop regulations for the cryptocurrency industry. On one hand, officials were hesitant to restrict the growing and profitable industry. On the other hand, they were committed to preventing illegal cryptocurrency transactions. To reconcile these conflicting goals, on March 9, 2022, President Biden issued an executive order. Followed by the executive order, on September 16, 2022, the Comprehensive Framework for Responsible Development of Digital Assets document was released to support development of cryptocurrencies and restrict their illegal use. The executive order included all digital assets, but cryptocurrencies posed both the greatest security risks and potential economic benefits. Though this might not address all of the challenges in crypto industry, it was a significant milestone in the U.S. Cryptocurrency regulation history. In February 2023, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) ruled that cryptocurrency exchange Kraken's estimated $42 billion in staked assets globally operated as an illegal securities seller. The company agreed to a $30 million settlement with the SEC and to cease selling its staking service in the U.S. The case would impact other major crypto exchanges operating staking programs. On March 23, 2023, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) issued an alert to investors stating that firms offering crypto asset securities may not be complying with U.S. laws. The SEC stated that unregistered offerings of crypto asset securities may not include important information. China. In September 2017, China banned ICOs to cause abnormal return from cryptocurrency decreasing during announcement window. The liquidity changes by banning ICOs in China was temporarily negative, while the liquidity effect became positive after news. On May 18, 2021, China banned financial institutions and payment companies from being able to provide cryptocurrency transaction-related services. This led to a sharp fall in the price of the biggest proof-of-work cryptocurrencies. For instance, Bitcoin fell 31%, Ethereum fell 44%, Binance Coin fell 32% and Dogecoin fell 30%. Proof-of-work mining was the next focus, with regulators in popular mining regions citing the use of electricity generated from highly polluting sources such as coal to create Bitcoin and Ethereum. In September 2021, the Chinese government declared all cryptocurrency transactions of any kind illegal, completing its crackdown on cryptocurrency. United Kingdom. In the United Kingdom, as of January 10, 2021, all cryptocurrency firms, such as exchanges, advisors and professionals that have either a presence, market product or provide services within the UK market must register with the Financial Conduct Authority. Additionally, on June 27, 2021, the financial watchdog demanded that Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, cease all regulated activities in the UK. South Africa. South Africa, which has seen a large number of scams related to cryptocurrency, is said to be putting a regulatory timeline in place that will produce a regulatory framework. The largest scam occurred in April 2021, where the two founders of an African-based cryptocurrency exchange called AfriCrypt, Rais Kaji and Amir Kaji, disappeared with $3.8 billion worth of Bitcoin. Additionally, Mirror Trading International disappeared with $170 million worth of cryptocurrency in January 2021. South Korea. In March 2021, South Korea implemented new legislation to strengthen their oversight of digital assets. This legislation requires all digital asset managers, providers and exchanges to be registered with the Korea Financial Intelligence Unit in order to operate in South Korea. Registering with this unit requires that all exchanges are certified by the Information Security Management System and that they ensure all customers have real-name bank accounts. It also requires that the CEO and board members of the exchanges have not been convicted of any crimes and that the exchange holds sufficient levels of deposit insurance to cover losses arising from hacks. Turkey. On April 30, 2021, the Central Bank of the Republic of Turkey banned the use of cryptocurrencies and cryptoassets for making purchases on the grounds that the use of cryptocurrencies for such payments poses significant transaction risks. El Salvador. On June 9, 2021, El Salvador announced that it will adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, the first country to do so. India. At present, India neither prohibits nor allows investment in the cryptocurrency market. In 2020, the Supreme Court of India had lifted the ban on cryptocurrency, which was imposed by the Reserve Bank of India. Since then, an investment in cryptocurrency is considered legitimate, though there is still ambiguity about the issues regarding the extent and payment of tax on the income accrued thereupon and also its regulatory regime. But it is being contemplated that the Indian Parliament will soon pass a specific law to either ban or regulate the cryptocurrency market in India. Expressing his public policy opinion on the Indian cryptocurrency market to a well-known online publication, a leading public policy lawyer and vice president of SARCLAW, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation in Law, Hemant Batra has said that the cryptocurrency market has now become very big with involvement of billions of dollars in the market. Hence, it is now unattainable and irreconcilable for the government to completely ban all sorts of cryptocurrency and its trading and investment. He mooted regulating the cryptocurrency market rather than completely banning it. He favored following IMF and FATF guidelines in this regard. Switzerland. Switzerland was one of the first countries to implement the FATS travel rule. FINMA, the Swiss regulator, issued its own guidance to VASTs in 2019. The guidance followed the FATS Recommendation 16, however with stricter requirements. According to FINMA's requirements, VASTs need to verify the identity of the beneficiary of the transfer. Legality. The legal status of cryptocurrencies varies substantially from country to country and is still undefined or changing in many of them. At least one study has shown that broad generalizations about the use of Bitcoin in illicit finance are significantly overstated and that blockchain analysis is an effective crime-fighting and intelligence-gathering tool. While some countries have explicitly allowed their use in trade, others have banned or restricted it. According to the Library of Congress in 2018, an absolute ban on trading or using cryptocurrencies applies in 8 countries: Algeria, Bolivia, Egypt, Iraq, Morocco, Nepal, Pakistan, and the United Arab Emirates. An implicit ban applies in another 15 countries, which include Bahrain, Bangladesh, China, Colombia, the Dominican Republic, Georgia, Indonesia, Iran, Kuwait, Lesotho, Lithuania, Macau, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Taiwan. In the United States and Canada, state and provincial securities regulators, coordinated through the North American Securities Administrators Association, are investigating Bitcoin scams and ICOs in 40 jurisdictions. Various government agencies, departments, and courts have classified Bitcoin differently. China's central bank banned the handling of Bitcoins by financial institutions in China in early 2014. In Russia, though owning cryptocurrency is legal, its residents are only allowed to purchase goods from other residents using the Russian ruble, while non-residents are allowed to use foreign currency. Regulations and bans that apply to Bitcoin probably extend to similar cryptocurrency systems. In August 2018, the Bank of Thailand announced its plans to create its own cryptocurrency, the Central Bank Digital Currency (CBDC). Advertising bans. Cryptocurrency advertisements have been banned on the following platforms. Google ended August 2021. Twitter. Facebook ended December 2021. Bing ended June 2022. Snapchat. LinkedIn. MailChimp. Baidu. Tencent. Weibo. Line. Yandex. U.S. Tax status. On March 25, 2014, the United States Internal Revenue Service (IRS) ruled that Bitcoin will be treated as property for tax purposes. Therefore, virtual currencies are considered commodities subject to capital gains tax. Legal concerns relating to an unregulated global economy. As the popularity and demand for online currencies has increased since the inception of Bitcoin in 2009, so have concerns that such an unregulated person-to-person global economy that cryptocurrencies offer may become a threat to society. Concerns abound that altcoins may become tools for anonymous web criminals. Cryptocurrency networks display a lack of regulation that has been criticized as enabling criminals who seek to evade taxes and launder money. Money laundering issues are also present in regular bank transfers. However, with bank-to-bank wire transfers, for instance, the account holder must at least provide a proven identity. Transactions that occur through the use and exchange of these altcoins are independent from formal banking systems, and therefore can make tax evasion simpler for individuals. Since charting taxable income is based upon what a recipient reports to the Revenue Service, it becomes extremely difficult to account for transactions made using existing cryptocurrencies, a mode of exchange that is complex and difficult to track. Systems of anonymity that most cryptocurrencies offer can also serve as a simpler means to launder money. Rather than laundering money through an intricate net of financial actors and offshore bank accounts, laundering money through altcoins can be achieved through anonymous transactions. Cryptocurrency makes legal enforcement against extremist groups more complicated, which consequently strengthens them. White supremacist Richard Spencer went as far as to declare Bitcoin the currency of the alt-right. Loss, theft, and fraud. In February 2014, the world's largest Bitcoin exchange, Mt. declared bankruptcy. Likely due to theft, the company claimed that it had lost nearly 750,000 bitcoins belonging to their clients. This added up to approximately 7% of all bitcoins in existence, worth a total of $473 million. Mt. Gox blamed hackers, who had exploited the transaction malleability problems in the network. The price of a Bitcoin fell from a high of about $1,160 in December to under $400 in February. On November 21, 2017, Tether announced that it had been hacked, losing $31 million in USDT from its core treasury wallet. On December 7, 2017, Slovenian cryptocurrency exchange NiceHash reported that hackers had stolen over $70 million using a hijacked company computer. On December 19, 2017, Yapian, the owner of South Korean exchange Ubit, filed for bankruptcy after suffering 2 hacks that year. Customers were still granted access to 75% of their assets. In May 2018, Bitcoin Gold had its transactions hijacked and abused by unknown hackers. Exchanges lost an estimated $18 million and Bitcoin Gold was delisted from Bittrex after it refused to pay its share of the damages. On September 13, 2018, Homero Josh Garza was sentenced to 21 months of imprisonment, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Garza had founded the cryptocurrency startups GAW Miners and ZenMiner in 2014, acknowledged in a plea agreement that the companies were part of a pyramid scheme, and pleaded guilty to wire fraud in 2015. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission separately brought a civil enforcement action against Garza, who was eventually ordered to pay a judgment of $9.1 million plus $700,000 in interest. The SEC's complaint stated that Garza, through his companies, had fraudulently sold investment contracts representing shares in the profits they claimed would be generated from mining. In January 2018, Japanese exchange Coincheck reported that hackers had stolen $530 million worth of cryptocurrencies. In June 2018, South Korean exchange CoinRail was hacked, losing over $37 million worth of cryptos. The hack worsened an already ongoing cryptocurrency sell-off by an additional $42 billion. On July 9, 2018, the exchange Bancor, whose code and fundraising had been subjects of controversy, had $23.5 million in cryptocurrency stolen. A 2020 EU report found that users had lost crypto assets worth hundreds of millions of US dollars in security breaches at exchanges and storage providers. Between 2011 and 2019, reported breaches ranged from 4 to 12 a year. In 2019, more than $1 billion worth of crypto assets was reported stolen. Stolen assets typically find their way to illegal markets and are used to fund further criminal activity. According to a 2020 report produced by the United States Attorney General's Cyber Digital Task Force, the following 3 categories make up the majority of illicit cryptocurrency uses. 1. Financial transactions associated with the commission of crimes. 2. Money laundering and the shielding of legitimate activity from tax, reporting, or other legal requirements. Or 3. Crimes, such as theft, directly implicating the cryptocurrency marketplace itself. The report concludes that for cryptocurrency to realize its truly transformative potential, it is imperative that these risks be addressed and that the government has legal and regulatory tools available at its disposal to confront the threats posed by cryptocurrency's illicit uses. According to the UK 2020 National Risk Assessment, a comprehensive assessment of money laundering and terrorist financing risk in the UK, the risk of using cryptoassets such as Bitcoin for money laundering and terrorism financing is assessed as medium, from low in the previous 2017 report. Legal scholars suggested that the money laundering opportunities may be more perceived than real. Blockchain analysis company Chainalysis concluded that illicit activities like cybercrime, money laundering and terrorism financing made up only 0.15% of all crypto transactions conducted in 2021, representing a total of $14 billion. In December 2021, Monkey Kingdom, a NFT project based in Hong Kong, lost $1.3 million worth of cryptocurrencies via a phishing link used by the hacker.